What up? Big Herc 916 Positivity Motivation. How you guys doing out there, man? What's going on with you? We back. Did we go last week? Yeah, we did go last week. I went to Monterey, Car Week, came back, kicked it with you guys. Um, hey man, make sure you guys subscribe, support, um, share the channel, man. Our goal is to hit 1 million. We want to hit 1 million subs within the next couple months. We want to blow this thing up, man. We're one of the few channels that are putting out dope content, real content, the first on a lot of things. And, look, you guys, we're looking to get you guys involved in this so that we can give back. We're going to do a big giveaway when we hit 1 million. So share the channel. Go subscribe to the website, freshoutseries.com. And represent, man. Let us know that you guys are watching. And we're trying to just line up great interviews, man. We got people reaching out. And we're trying to get back to those people. We prefer to do our interviews in person. I know a lot of people hit us up about Skype, but we do our things in person because we like to be intimate. If you haven't had the opportunity, go check out DJ Verrett. His interview, he kicked some real game. Did 17 years in the Feds, is doing very well for himself now. And check his interview out on Fresh Out, man. DJ Verrett, he has some great interviews he's been dropping with us and sharing his story. So check that out. Also, Big Herc 916, man. You guys go and subscribe. If you guys watch this channel, go and subscribe to Big Herc 916 YouTube. Over there, I'm positive, I'm motivated. I share a lot of game on just how to avoid a lot of the pitfalls, a lot of the traps out there, a lot of the bullshit. So go over there, subscribe, support, represent. Would love to have you guys over there also. And BigHerc916.com, the website. You guys over here, if you're dealing with any type of situation where you possibly have to go to jail, you need to sign up for our consulting. We have a whole consulting division on our channel. We have it available. We do one-on-ones. We also have the master course on how to survive in jail, what to do and what not to do. There is no booklet on what to do in jail. Usually some OG or somebody takes you under the wings and kind of gives you the breakdown. But we have the breakdown. We have a course. If you're a white collar guy, your dad's going to jail for stealing money, embezzling, stock fraud, or whatever the case may be, go take our course. Sign up for our master course. We'll make sure you guys get the game you need so that you don't get your wig split or get your cheeks busted. You don't want to go to jail and be one of those, you don't want to be a victim. You don't want to get caught up in the gangs. You don't want to get caught up in the politics. It's nothing glorious about that. So we're trying to spread some positive energy, lace you guys up the right way, have you come out and be productive or never go in. Better yet, don't go to prison. If you would like for me to come speak at your business, at your college, university, hit us up at freshoutseries@gmail.com. Danny Thomas, what up, man? Any new car projects in the future? Yeah, man, I got some stuff I want to do. I got some pictures on my vision board, but nothing. I got 3 cars I'm finishing up. First, the Green Machine. 72 Chevelle, LQ9 motor stroked out to 504 supercharger. I got to get that car on the road, man. It's been a big it's been a big burden on my shoulders, man. I haven't driven a car in a year, so I'm trying to get that car done and on the road so I could drive it by next month, and then I'm gonna finish it all the way up. Then I got a 68 Cougar and I got an 82 Porsche 928, so I got to finish those cars first. Yeah, man. Big ups to New Zealand. I'm going to give you all the shout outs at the end, too. You know what I mean? If you have diarrhea in prison, you in trouble, man. You have to really, man. No cellie wants to deal with that, and hopefully, if you're in dorms, then man, you got to try to handle that however you have to handle it. I can't recall having that type of situation in prison, but going boo boo in prison, man. Nobody wants to smell your butt, so that's something that is not looked upon lightly. Tony Tiger 3003, thank you for the donation. Respect, Herc. My question is so long, so I'll post it in chat when you read this. Okay, you got a long question, huh? What up? Yeah, I'm loving AZ, baby. I love it out here. AZ's been treating me really good, man. 37, I was 16, sentenced to 6 years, 2 years house arrest, Florida State Prison. I did all my time and never looked back. Oh, man, that's great. That's great, man. I mean, dude, you get out of prison. I mean, the whole idea is to never look back. I blanked out a lot of that stuff, man. Married a good woman, knows my past, but wants me to hide it from her family. I agree that there is life totally different from how I grew up. Might not understand, and they may not understand white. Well, this is the thing, man. I mean, I didn't advertise to women that somebody's family that I was locked up, but it's gonna come out, man. I mean, dude, if you're gonna get intimately involved with somebody as far as like married or have a real relationship, sooner or later, somebody in her family who's gonna try to blow you out, they're gonna bring that up. They're gonna try to expose you, thinking, "Oh man, you're a fraud. You've been lying. You got ulterior motives." So beat them to the punch. Be like, "Hey man, over a dinner or whatever barbecue." And be like, I got some things in my past, man, back in the day, and it is what it is, but look at me now. You know what I mean? The whole thing is what you're doing now. Your past is your past. You can't change that. My past is crazy, man. Oh, my God. My past is, man, I can't change it, though. What can I do? I mean, I can't go back to when I was 14, 15. I can't go back. I don't have a time machine to go back and change it. So I got to deal with it, man. And somebody can accept me, job opportunities, different relationships have not probably played out because the people found out about my past. And like, oh my God, this guy, oh yeah, bank robber, porn guy, oh my God, crack dealer. I mean, dude, it is what it is, man. But if you're a good dude, you're a good dude. Man. Yeah, man. You already know. You gotta, man, you gotta turn off the news, man. Detach from that bullshit. These people are gonna try to hammer us anywhere they can. And the best thing to do is to not get caught up. They got so many different things, bro. It's every angle. You got everything from the Middle East stuff. You got UFOs. You got Ron Jeremy in the news. You got R. Kelly. I mean, dude, they got all kind of stuff, man. Don't let yourself get caught up in all that and get emotional. You know what I mean? Don't let them get you like that, man. It's a mental game. They know this is all studies, man. Prison does the same thing. They bombard you with all this stuff to stress you out. When they stress you out, it weakens your immune system, right? The more stressed out you are, the harder it is for you to fight off the common cold. Quad X, thank you for the donation. What do you miss the most about your NSX? Do you ever miss it? I know the Bentley was let down. Love your cars, man. Keep up the amazing work. Hey, man, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Good looking, brother. You always been down with us. The NSX, I missed the way the handling. The NSX was like a go-kart on the street. When that thing, it got down, it just really handled well. It was underpowered, though, man. I was getting beat by everything on the road. The car was, it was very underpowered. I would have had to spend some serious dough on getting that thing to where I wanted it. Bentley, I mean, the one I had, the 2005, it wasn't. The Mercedes drove better than the Bentley, to be honest with you, man. I mean, Bentley, the name, the car, I mean, for what it is, I think the AMG, the CL AMG class, or S63 Coupe AMG is a better car, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, Bentley, the name, but German performance and engineering, I think the AMG, the C class, like the CL 63, to me, man, I think it's just a more beastly of a car. How do you start an LLC? You can find that right on YouTube. You look on YouTube and find out about that. You know, um, pretty easy now. Yeah, they didn't find Ron Jeremy guilty yet. They got 30 charges, 30 counts, man. I mean, crazy, bro, crazy. You know, I mean, not really crazy at the same time, but you know, crazy. Wigsplitter NFTs, man. I'm actually looking to team up with some people, man. In the future, me and Big Ant are definitely gonna put together some Wigsplitter NFTs or some maybe a Cheekbuster NFT, man, and get into that game, and figure out how to get it on the Ethereum blockchain and make some bread. So if you're familiar with NFTs, holler at us, man. FreshOutSeries.com. We looking to get paid like you looking to get paid, man. I be ripping them. What up? You back, huh? Don't want to talk about your butt, though. Do I recommend tattoos? I mean, not really. I mean, you know, some people get them. It's symbolic or maybe it's sentimental. I got some tattoos. You can't really see them now. They're faded. I mean, but I wouldn't say if you really want one, get it. But depending on what you want to do in your future and, you know, being identified, I mean, your tattoo is going to be a dead giveaway. All right, you've been watching for 7 years. Cool, man. Appreciate it. Seattle, man. I haven't been up to Washington yet, man. Looking to do some public speaking up there. I spoke at Washington University for a class, but it was online through Zoom. But I would love to go and do some speaking up there, man. I know some brothers from Seattle, man. Good dudes. Hobart Meek the Third, thank you for your donation. I've heard you elaborate just a tad on prison relations, pen pals, etc. What's your perspective on that, and any advice for a guy who's talking to someone in such a matter? I mean, I don't know what advice I can give you as far as dealing with a prison pen pal. I mean, in prison, mail is about as important as going to chow, going to eat. Mail is it makes you feel like you have importance in the world. You know, when you don't ever get mail, you feel like you almost lose hope. So getting mail gives somebody hope. And as far as relationships, if you're writing a female or something, I mean, you know, prison, depending on that person, I mean, you have to really just kind of play it by ear. I mean, you know, there are some good people. I've seen people have prison relationships and get out and get married, you know. And then I've seen where people, you know, when they hit the streets, it's all for one. So it just kind of depends, man. You just got to kind of, you know, if you're visiting that, if you're just writing, that person is different. If you're visiting them also, you can kind of build on that intimacy. If it's that type of relationship, it maybe it might only be a friendship. Oz F, what's up, man? Thank you for the donation. Herc, is there redemption for a man behind bars who cheats gets clapped by force? Can the MS ever respect him again? If not, what can he do? If a guy's cheeks got clapped by force, Most likely he's gonna get. I mean, if he reports it, he's gonna get transferred. But the redemption is, you already know, man. The person who wasn't, it wasn't consensual. You got to take care of business. I mean, you know, there. If anybody who does that to another person, they got no respect, man. They got no respect, and whatever they got coming to them, they got coming. That's you know, that's a dirt ball. You know what I mean? Dirt balls get what dirt balls get, man. You know what I mean? You gotta that's the only redemption, man. I mean, that's the only redemption to that. I mean, it wasn't consensual, and you know, you just you do your ninja move, man. You know what I mean? So that's a horrible situation. Chris Jackson, thank you for the donation. Do I have any plants? My wife got some regular plants. You know, as far as that, I don't have anything as far as in anything that it gets you high. But as far as like plants, as far as living plants, we got a couple around the house. You know, good energy. You know, it's good energy, and plants, you know, provide clean air. You know. Studio LB, thank you for the donation, man. Remember watching you in my old account. Okay. We've been doing this thing for a minute, man. You know, and you know, at the end of the day, man, I don't want to see you guys go to prison. So, you know, I try to give you game so you can avoid going to prison, man. You want to move out. You want to make a name for yourself. Any advice? Oh man, dude, you got to start somewhere. If you don't have no money, you got to figure out what do you need to do to get some money. Whether you're gonna start hustling, as far as, you know, creating a business online, washing cars, getting a part-time job or a real job doing something. You got to start somewhere. You can't do anything without any money. When I was dead broke, when I got out of prison and was in the halfway house and I started from scratch, I didn't have a big savings. I invested my money in my books I published. I used to go to porn stores, adult stores, and try to get them to carry my book. I was trying to hustle my book and hustle my story. So you got to create something that's going to sell yourself if you don't have a skill. If you're skilled and you know how to maybe write programs or do something on a computer, figure out how you can go get a job working in that field. But you got to get something where you can make some money, man. Quad X, thank you for the donation again, brother. My last question, how have the last 2 years affected you apart from moving? Do you have any new insights into the world economic situation? Oh yeah, bye. Really, man, the insights I have, I can't share over here because they already hammered our channel, and I'm not trying to get our channel hammered again. You guys already know what's going on. I read about a lot of this stuff in prison, man. It blew me away that I could see. I couldn't believe that they're doing it right now. It's crazy. I mean, history repeats itself. If all you gotta do is look at history and what has been the power move that they've tried to establish. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. I mean, read history. History, it repeats itself, man. And we're dealing with some crazy history right now, man. You know, especially for people like the bottom. But there's more people, you know, but they're not united. They're not united, man. There's no unification. Everybody's divided right now, which is horrible. You know, last 2 years, I mean, I bubbled, man. I wrote a book. I edited a book. I wrote a movie script. I moved. I elevated my standard of living. I bubbled. I let this whole thing is not put me in the dirt. You know, me and my wife have traveled. I visited 4 states in the last year and a half. I mean, man, I've been out here living life. So, you know, you got to keep living life, man. Can't let this stuff take away your shine, man. J Smooth D, thank you for the donation. Hey Herc, what's your take on Norse pagans and Odinists in prison? Always good to get down with fresh out. Um, I don't really have a take on it. I mean, man, whatever you want to believe in, whatever you feel gives you a sense of self. I've never judged a man by his religion. You know, I've met Muslims. I've met uh, people who practice Judaism, people who are Buddhists, people who are, some of them are, what do you call it? They practice, you know, Christianity, all type of stuff, man. I mean, whatever it is, it's like religion is it's whatever you believe in, man. I mean, I don't try to judge people. I judge people on their character, and long as you ain't doing nothing to old people and little kids. Long as you ain't violating them, you ain't hurting people, you're not out here promoting, um, uh, you know, infringing upon somebody else's right to be who they are. I mean, and don't push anything on little people, man. Young people, man, lead them out of it. Lead people, young people and old people out of it, man. But other than that, I mean, I don't really have a take on that, man. I mean, a lot of this stuff, when you read history, you know, it's a power move, man. You know, a lot of these religions, look at the history of them, man. You know what I mean? Look at the people who run them. Um, you need your own car channel. You know, I'm gonna probably do something like that in the future. I haven't really had the time to to put together another channel. I mean, I've been so busy, man, just with these 2 channels, and doing a third channel, I'd just be overwhelmed. But you know, eventually I will. You know, I'm actually working on a car show, so that's the next big move. Um, no umbrella. Thank you for the donation. Have you heard Blixer, new and improved Amazon? Blixer, huh? It sounds familiar, but I haven't done any research on it, so I can't say that I'm really familiar with it. It sounds like it sounds familiar, but I haven't used it yet for any acquiring any products or anything like that. Um, my favorite meal in prison. Prison meals, man, garbage, man. Were well, we tried to make the best we could. To be honest, man, shout out to Chef V. Chef V, man, we used to make some meals, man, to try to make us feel like we had a little bit of unity. And Break Bread. Shout out to Break Bread in Belize. We used to make some little meals, man, and you know, food is the only comfort you have in prison, man. You know, that's the only thing that gives you a sense of like satisfaction to some degree, because you can, if you can have some type of decent food at night. But horrible, man, horrible, man. It's I wouldn't even want to, the food in there, man. I wouldn't have you eating that out here. I mean, you know, I can show you guys how to spread. If you've seen our prison spreads, we used to have some crazy spreads, man. But now I go to steakhouses and restaurants, man, and it's a whole nother level. You know, Lil Boosie, man, they trying to twist him up. I mean, you know, a lot of these people, man, at that level that have that much influence, they're always trying to get them to say or do certain things. You know, he did something earlier I didn't agree with, man. I mean, and I know, like I said, there's other people behind these guys, but you know, they're always going to use celebrities, athletes, and entertainers to push a certain narrative, and it doesn't surprise me. Um, Yeah, stay out of prison at the end of the day, man. That's what it's all about, man. Um, Irish Drift Champion. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen I haven't seen the Russian Drift Champion. I'm gonna have to check it out. I haven't watched any like really recent car drifting videos. Um, about Axie Infinity virtual market. I haven't heard about that virtual market. What is that about? That's something new. He said, remember being so happy for a simple beef ramen. Beef ramen. Beef ramen during lockdown was like having a steak. A goddamn beef ramen during lockdown, man. Because you got old ass bologna sandwiches and rotten apples. Prison is a shithole. Hated that place, man. I have read Jay Prince's book, too. I got it. I bought his book. I read it. Shout out to Jay Prince. Rap a lot. Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy stuff happening today, huh? It's crazy when you look at it, brother. Roflex, thank you for the donation. Keep doing what you're doing, big bro. Man, I'm going to keep putting it out, man. I'm going to keep putting out the positive energy, representing, like I said, subscribe, share our channel. Tell your teachers, tell your professors, tell your businesses you work for. Fresh out, man. Have Big Herc come talk. Have me come out there and talk. Me and Big Ant, we'll come out there and kick some real game. We real ones. We ain't with the Buster shit. You know, we ain't no Buster Browns in this game, man. We real with it. So holler at us, man. You know, we always looking to do collaborations with people who are cool. I mean, the whole thing is right now we're really trying to get down with Joe Rogan. You know, Joe Rogan has a lot of people on the show, and I think we would be able to kick some real game over there. So, Joe Rogan, if you're watching, have your people holler at us, man, so we can get down. We trying to get down with you, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Oz F, thank you for the donation. Herc, if you keep it 100, YT doesn't want anyone to put ideas out there that contradict the agenda of Silicon Valley long term. We can't win. You know, you're right, bro. You're right. We witnessed that, man. We witnessed that. We took a big hit. And, you know, that's why we have Patreon. We got Patreon where we can, you know, spit this game with you guys, man. So you guys got to go to our Patreon, man, to get the raw, to get the real, to get the uncut. Fresh Out has a Patreon. Big Herc 916 has a Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon. And also check me out on Bigo. You know, Big Herc 916 on Bigo. Wardison 10, thank you for the donation. Nah, he tweaking. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah, we trying to get on Mike Tyson too. Hotboxing Mike Tyson. I dropped him a DM on IG. I'd love to get on there and kick the game with him. You know, I don't smoke weed, but you know, I have a lot of things that I think we could expound on, man. You know. Advice on traveling by yourself, OG. Watch your back. Watch your back, man. Always have eyes in the back of your head. Car projects, man. Like I said, I got the Chevelle, Cougnut, and a Porsche. Got a crazy wide body Porsche that will be coming to you early next year, and the Cougar is going to be ridiculous. Frame off, total custom. It's going to be poo-pooing on everybody out there with Cougnuts. This Cougar is going to be total custom. I have heard of Curtis Wall Street Carroll. Yeah, I think he's in San Quentin. Wall Street dude. Been locked up. Yeah, killing it on the stock market. I heard he's doing his thing, man. Never met the guy, but I've heard some, you know, I've heard he's been killing it. Yeah, man. Yeah, the Cougar, man, it's always been, I've had like 7 or 8 of them, man. And when I get done with this one, it's gonna really be a stunner. You know what I mean? It's gonna be one of a kind. I'm gonna put some videos up of it once I get it out. It's getting ready for paint now, but I gotta finish the Chevelle first, and then I'm gonna jump back on the Cougar. I mean, sports. I watch sports here and there. To be honest, I haven't watched a full football game or basketball game in the last 2 years. I can't watch anything that pushes politics as far as in that nature, and I haven't really watched any full basketball, football games. I just seen highlights. I have watched some F1 racing, and I did watch an Indianapolis 500. So, the car stuff, I'm more into that. I kind of pushed away from like a lot of the football and basketball. Jeff Santil, thank you for the donation, man. If something you can trade up to 100 leverage crypto, but you must be an experienced trader. I know you got the skills to do it. I mean, I've traded crypto. I haven't leveraged like that to, willing to put myself out there to cover a stop loss. But, I'm not doing too bad. I got some moves coming up that look very promising. So I'll keep you posted on some stuff, but, yeah, man, I just kind of, an investment thing. I've done a lot of investments over the years, man, and I'm no expert, but you only risk what you can risk losing. So, Waterson 10, thank you for the donation. What's the quickest way I can triple 10K legally? 10K, triple it. What are you good at, man? I mean, are you a poker player? Or do you know anything about cards? I mean, there's nothing quick anymore. You know what I mean? There's nothing quick, man. I mean, dude, if you know watches, you can, if you can make $500 every time you spend 500, it might take you 20 times, but that's 10,000. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what you want to put the time into, bro. There's no quick flip this and that. I mean, you might find a barn find car, you could flip that, turn it into 10. I mean, it's just it's a game, man. It's a game. You gotta put yourself out there, do your research. I can't. I'm no expert, so I can't tell you any guarantees. Assume Coatlech. Thank you for the donation, brother. Can you check out the NFT drop harems? They got live ladies, 10K drop. Huh. I'm trying to still get up on all the NFT stuff, man. I did some research. I don't really know it that well to understand it. I know some people are made a killing. Digital art, I mean, dude, it's all Silicon Valley shit. They're going to hustle it, man. But I haven't really... I haven't got a real grasp on it yet to be able to maximize the opportunities in that field yet. So I'm still kind of researching it, man. Yeah, man, I went to Meekum and Monterey, and I went to Bear Jackson and Scottsdale. I go to all the big car auctions, man. Every year I go to, well, not every year, but I've been to Scottsdale. I was there last year and a couple years ago. Joseph Davis, what up? Herc, what's your opinion on Boosie Badass recent exploits? Man speaking from the heart. Also, Ron Jeremy about to get his wig split with 20. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, man, Boosie, man, they know he has a lot of influence. So you have, these people trying to get him to say certain things. I mean, dude, let me tell you one thing, man. Charlemagne, the God, mentioned that he gave DJ Envy a mold of his butt cheeks for Christmas last year, a couple years ago. Nobody I know, no real niggas I know that I grew up with would give somebody a mold of their butt. That's not even something that pops in your head. So what does that tell you? I'm just being real, man. What does that tell you? Judge Joe Brown already went in on him. So did Kwame. So, a mold of your butt? And you're going to try to tell this, I mean, come on, man. Come on, dude. It's like, get the hell out of here. And Ron Jeremy, man, I'm going to drop a video on Patreon about that. On Fresh Out and Big Herc. Dude, dude, you can only get away with whatever you're doing. And I'm not saying he hasn't been convicted yet, but there's a lot of predators out there, man. There's a lot of dudes, man, gross looking dudes that got these, you wonder what's going on. It's a lot of weird shit out there. I've seen some stuff, I'm not naming names, but some of these dudes is garbage. You know, there's a lot of predatory shit going on, man. And, you know, it was rumored that Ron, you know, some of his charges date back 20 years, man. I mean, you know, it ain't nothing new. People known. It just hadn't been brought to light. So, yeah, man, Ron Jeremy, 30 charges for sexual assault, sexual battery. He's about to get his wig split, man. His deal's going to be shitty. You know, he's going to have a deal that's like, man, something stupid. You know? David Morrison, thank you for the donation, man. Hey, Big Herc, fan of yours from the last few years, all the way from East Coast of Canada, province of Nova Scotia. Damn. Inspiration, bro. Thank you again. Hey, man, thank you for representing, man. Thank you for supporting us, man. I know you guys up there in Canada, man. I mean, I don't know what's real on the news or not, man, but a lot of crazy shit going on right now in the world, man. A lot of crazy stuff, man. And, you know, people, man, I mean, like I said, I can't even say what I want to say over here, man. Because I've had my rights taken away before, and it ain't cool. It ain't cool, man. So, you know, hey, man, shout out to you, man. Thank you for support, man. We really appreciate you, man. Yeah, I know. I heard he was doing some stuff through the phone, but you know, the jail, the prisons control all your communication. You're a ward of the institution, man. You know what I mean? So it's basically what they want to let you do when it comes to prison interaction, you know. As far as dealing on that phone, they monitor everything you say on the phone. Have I went to any car shows lately? Yeah, man, I just got back. I just got back from Monterey Car Week, man. There's car shows all week. All week, man, without car shows. I got a lot of videos. I still got some videos I got to post up. And yeah, you're right. Ron Jeremy, what does he have to lose? I mean, you know, the rest of his life. I mean, like I said, I don't know the guy personally, but I just know, and I've heard stories, and, you know, there's a lot of people that haven't been called out that probably are, like, laying low because they know they probably did the same shit as Ron Jeremy has been accused of. Even, you know, he hasn't been convicted, but, you know, I mean, you guys, you gotta watch yourself. I mean, dude, I mean, I know some people have been accused of stuff and been thrown under the bus, but then you have some people like, yeah, man, that guy is, or that person is horrible, you know? And, you know, you gotta watch yourself out there, man. Let's get into the shout-outs, man. Where you guys at, man? You know, at the end of the day, stay away from weirdos. Don't drink behind anybody else. Don't smoke. You don't know if these people lace the weed. You don't know what they put in your alcohol. You don't know. I've seen people, you know, I've heard of people getting drugged with bottled waters that are tainted. I mean, dude, they have you know, you go to somebody and they got a whole section in their refrigerator with bottled waters that they've already set up. And that's their whole gig, man. There's some weird people out there, man. You know, you think somebody's cool, man, and you don't know. You got to be cool. You got to watch out. Jeff Santil, thank you for the donation. R. Kelly needs his wig split. I used this guy, but still a sex offender. I cannot support that. I cannot support it either, man. And I mean, no matter how much he says, blah, 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 boy, he was out there getting on them young girls, man. And then they said he's messing with young boys. I mean, dude, come on, man. It's underage, man. Leave him alone, man. That's a wig split. That's a wig split. If anybody if I had a younger relative, any of my nieces, I'll split your wig. Wig is split. You touch any of the little young people in my family, your wig is split if I find out about it. It's a done deal. You can't do it. You do it, you're done. So when you start messing with young people, you are garbage. Period. No, nothing else to say. Touch a young person, you're garbage. Shout out to Upland, Wichita, Kansas. Shout out to Tampa Bay, Florida. 714 OC, Coachella in the house. You get no pass for that, man. Yeah, I heard about his brother TC. I heard he, doing some things from in there with a phone. A lot of cats is doing it, man, on the down low. Where else you guys at, man? What we got? What we got? Yeah, man. I mean, and it's not just dudes. There's women that'll drug you too. Women that'll drug you too. These strippers, man, rob your ass. Rob you. Put something in your drink. Wake up. You ain't got no jewelry, no cell phone, no nothing. 680. See, 602. I don't know where that's at. But what up? Pensacola, Florida. Mississippi, 662. 816. Boston. Albany, New York. Chicago. Watch out for those strippers too. They will drug you, take you home. You might think you're having a twosome, a threesome, and you mess around. You be some. Yeah. Get your ass on video too. Chicago, Phoenix, Arizona in the house. Manzales, Columbia, Queens 718. Denver, Colorado 303. 518. Anchorage, Alaska 602. Minnesota in the house. North Jersey, Rancho Cucamonga 909. Jersey 717. Yeah, man. Watch yourselves out there. Be safe, man. I'm gonna keep you laced up because I don't want to see you guys get your cheeks took by accident because you didn't know, and you thinking it's an opportunity, man. You gotta watch yourself. I know a couple of females who have been cheeks busted by somebody that they didn't want them busted by, man. So be careful, man. 925, Saudi Arabia in the house. Pittsburgh. Aco, ACL, Colorado, France 69. St. Louis, Missouri. 218. Everybody who's tuned in, man, I love y'all. Thank you. Much love and support. I gotta make something to eat, man. I'm hungry, man. I gotta get me one more meal in for the end of the night. So I'm gonna go make something to eat. But thank you guys, everybody who's donated, all the people who have been getting down with us. Let me see the super chat guys. Who are they? Everybody who's supported us, man. We appreciate all you guys, man. Much love and be careful. Steeler gang in the house. Venecia, Ukraine. Can't pronounce that. Sorry about that. But Ukraine in the house. Knoxville, Tennessee. York, Pennsylvania. Advice for a dude recently graduated high school: go take a trade, become a mechanic or a fabricator. Learn how to weld. You will work and make a lot of money. Learn how to weld, man. Learn how to fabricate. Knoxville, Tennessee, Toronto, Greensville, South Carolina. Yeah, man. It's chow time. I gotta eat, man. It's